Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance, and for this weekend I have another tool haul video. I picked up several tools over the last week and a half or so, some within the last few days, and then one I even got in the mail this morning. So we'll get that opened up at some time and we'll check out and see what's in there. But as I mentioned in the last tool haul video, I will put chapters for everything that I talk about today so that way, if there's something you're interested in, you can skip right to it and check that out, and then that way you don't have to watch the stuff you're not interested in. I always like to do that for y'all. But some of these tools I bought specifically because of one of the things that I got a deal on. And I'm going to ask for y'all's help as we talk about that. I'm going to explain to you how I'm going to use this, how I plan to do it, and I'm going to ask for your suggestions on what I should put in it. So we'll talk about all these. Let's get into it and see what I got over this last week and a half or so. One of the things I picked up off Facebook Marketplace for $30 is this Veto Pro Pack TP3B. Very similar to my TP4B, just a little bit smaller. And, you know, I wasn't necessarily looking for it, but I thought that's a deal I'm not passing up. And if you've been watching my channel for very long, you know that the 4B was pretty much my go bag. And then I kind of swapped those tools over to my TPLC with that spring promotion. And to be honest with you, I've been a little back and forth on whether or not I want to go back because there's advantages to both of them. And I think the reason why I wanted to go back is because, again, I work on a campus with multiple buildings, and I leave both of these, the LC and the MCT, in my truck because a lot of times I'll go get in my truck, drive to that building, do whatever that work is. But I also work in an office, and that office is in the biggest building that's on campus, so I do a lot of work just in that office. And sometimes I'll just bring my LC back and forth to the office to my truck, to the office to my truck. But then sometimes I figure, well, the next thing I do is going to be out of my truck. I'm just leaving it in here. I'm not taking it down there to my office. Well, I think that's where I want to use this, is I basically want to put the main hand tools in this that you would use for, you know, your little quick 5-minute jobs, adjusting a doorknob, doing a little bit of checking in on a receptacle or something like that. Just the stuff where you would use hand tools. I'm not going to take a drill with me, an impact, nothing. I basically want to set this on my desk with your basic stuff, grab this and go, and then that way it's going to save me the trip to go into my truck and then coming back. So some of these tools I bought today, I bought specifically because of this is my plan for that. But I also am curious, and I want you guys to comment below, what are some things that you think I should be getting to put in here to be that, you know, bare bones, absolutely, you know, nothing crazy, just your standard old stuff. What are some things that you would put in a bag like this if you were looking for that kind of job? So again, I got this for $30. I thought that was a great deal. The only thing it was missing is the handle, but I do also have, you know, my Mad Pack. I've got a couple of these. You know, I could use this if I want to, but I also can take the one off my TP4B if I want to, and I've got a MB2, I think, too, that has one that I don't really use the handle on. This has kind of become my at-home bag that just stays in my house just for some quick grab tools. So I'm going to use this, again, for just your bare bones bag, but let me know in the comments below what you would put in there, and I'll show you what else I've got already to plan to put in here. So two of the tools that I picked up specifically to put into that bag, because these are essential to me. These are two tools that, you know, I can get a lot done with. I haven't found anything that's better than these, and that's the Knipex 7 1/4 inch Cobras. That is part number 8701180. So I got these to go into there. And then I also picked up the Pliers wrench that's a 7 1/4 size, 8603180. And again, both of these are phenomenal tools. I love that how wide they open for such a small size, because I know a lot of people like the 10-inch Cobras. That's probably their number one seller, if I had to guess, because it's just the 10-inch of tongue and groove pliers are like the standard of what you think you need all the time. But, you know, in all honesty, you know, these 7 1/4s open up so much that, you know, I find that they do almost everything that I need to do, and especially to be putting it into a small bag like this. I think that is for sure what I want to go with in there. And again, these are two tools that, without a doubt, I knew I was putting those in those bags to start with. So I think I'm going to end up using those. So that's two things I don't need a suggestion on. But again, as we get into this, you just let me know in the comments, what would you put in that bag for your everyday essentials, just hand tools, not for big jobs, easy, quick jobs. So another tool I bought is from Klein Tools, part number 32596, and that is their 8-in-1 HVAC. It's the screwdriver / nut driver. I've seen an anti-DIY HVAC guy have this a lot with him whenever he's doing service calls, so I've always kind of been interested in it. Didn't necessarily need it, but I was thinking to myself, I'm going to need an all-in-one screwdriver, whether it's an 11-in-1 or whatever it might be. And if you've got one that you think is the best, again, leave that in the comments below. This is what the end of it looks like, but it's got your standard type. You know, if you flip it around to this side, you got your regular drivers. So, you know, I'd be able to have my Phillips and slotted. This one has a Schrader on it, so that, again, it's primarily for HVAC. So you have that at the ready for yourself. And then on this side, what I liked about it was you can swap between, you know, 1/4 inch and 5/16 nut driver that's magnetic right there. So that's built into your screwdriver. I don't know that I'm gonna put that one in this bag. I mostly got that specifically just because I wanted to see what it was and see how I like it, but maybe it'll get traded out with, you know, an 11-in-1 in this bag, or a magnetic one, or whatever it might be. But just wanted to check that out. I may end up putting a flip socket in here or a super screwdriver. But let me know in the comments below what screwdriver you would put in there. But again, yeah, that's the Klein Tools 8-in-1 HVAC. Has the 1/4 inch and 5/16 nut drivers. You also get a 1/4 inch and 3/8 by using these as well, as far as for just your standard, kind of like a hollow deal. And then you get some Phillips and some slotted screwdrivers. So a lot of bang for your buck in that. I think it was around $26. Next, I picked up a Milwaukee Rapid Charge. I actually didn't have one of these. I thought I did, but after I got to looking at my chargers, the one I thought was not. And I want to thank Wim0104. He sent me a message on Prime Days on Amazon and said, hey, this is on sale for 45 bucks. If you're interested in getting one of those. So I picked one up. So thank you for that. Thank you for the heads up. I haven't really put it to its test yet to see comparison, how fast does it charge versus another, but I am interested to see how it charges my 6.0 M12 batteries. But let me know in the comments below if you've got one of these, what you think about it, if you think there's a big difference between it and your standard charger. So next, I picked up this Fluke LVD2 volt light. It's the non-contact voltage tester. And I picked this up because I normally have been running this Milwaukee one. I've always liked it because of this one feature, this flashlight on the front, but it also gives you a light so you know that it's on. That's a feature I always look for, typically in my contact testers, and then non-contact testers. But then it also gives you an audible beep and the flashing lights. I like that. That's the kind of things I look for. I want to know that I've got something. But however, this one's kind of been fritzing on me. I've been getting voltage whenever I know I don't have it, and vice versa. So I just can't trust this anymore, even though I know I'm not supposed to trust it, period. I basically have just decided I got to get rid of this. I can't use it. I don't trust it at all. I decided to go with this one because of that feature right there. You know, I wanted that flashlight on it. It's a Fluke. I really enjoy the Fluke non-contact testers. These are the ones that I normally carry, is the 1AC-A2s. I like those because I get this flashing light. I know that it's on. I get an audible beep. I also get a solid red light. I know that I've got voltage there. I like that. I've always liked these testers, but I thought this one's a little bit slimmer package. It's got the flashlight. I'm going to try that out. However, I guess I do know that it's on all the time because the flashlight's on no matter what. But it basically has two colors. It's got blue, and then it's got like a purplish hue. And I'm just not a big fan of it, to be honest with you. And I think it's more so because of the beep thing is missing. I really like that. I didn't read the package close enough. So maybe if you work in a place where the beeping is not allowed because you can't make noise or something like that, this is a good option for you. But again, I'm just not crazy about just being able to see that color and seeing that. I do like the size of it, though. It's pretty nice. But let me know in the comments below if you use this one and how well you like it, or what non-contact voltage tester you use if you like one that's better. Because I'm going to need a non-contact voltage tester. That's one of the things I want to add to that bag, and I'm kind of deciding which one I want to go with. I'm leaning towards just get me another one of those. But I've also thought about using the Knipex one that I just recently did a review on, because it's pretty impressive to me. You know, that the fact that I can go to each side of that wire right there and it's telling me which side's hot and which side's not. None of these do that. Pretty much it's hot every time I get close to that wire. Plus with this, if I fit this in there and I take some test leads, which is another thing that I also bought this week, was another set of my favorite silicone test leads by Fluke. you know, if I keep those in that bag as well, that kind of gives me a small meter inside this bag. But let me know what you think about it. Let me know what non-contact voltage tester I should put in that bag. I also picked up another Milwaukee Pen Light. This is the 2105, 20 bucks at Home Depot. It's one of my favorite little flashlights, nice and bright, clicks on and off. You can hold that in your mouth easy if you need to. Doesn't take up a lot of space in your bag. That's always why I really like it. So I got one of those to go in there. But again, if you know of a better flashlight that you think I should use that's compact and kind of in the same price range, again, I don't want to go crazy with it. Or, you know, I can also put a better tool in my other bag and swap one over to here. But let me know what kind of flashlight you suggest I put inside that bag. And then the last tool that I picked up, just got it this morning. Let's see what's in here. Another Klein Tools 746-5/16-INS. It's a 5/16 insulated nut driver. I got this because I've been doing some work in some AC units. Sometimes somebody has screwed a component in there with the 5/16 screw in a weird place that I need to just get in there and loosen it up so that I can get better access to those wires to check them with my meter. And sometimes I've been sticking my normal nut driver or the flip socket or a Malco in there, and I'm always afraid I'm going to touch a couple things and cause an issue. So I decided to pick this one up. I was back and forth between this one and the Vera because I really like the Vera handles. Their screwdrivers are phenomenal. But the reason why I went with this one over that one is because this one's hollow. So not only can I get onto, you know, a screw that has a head on it, I can also go over top of a small bolt and get to a nut as well with this one. And I don't think that you can do that with the Vera. If you can, I couldn't tell it by the description or by the pictures. So I went ahead and went with this one since it was hollow. But let me know in the comments below if you've gotten much use out of these, how well this insulation and stuff holds up and how well that works. I know it's not magnetized, so that's one downside to it. But again, it's better. I'm only going to use this in the times where the insulation is what's important to me. I've got a magnetic regular nut driver if I need that. But so yeah, guys, that's the tools that I got this week. Got that Klein insulated screwdriver. Got that out of the mailbox today. Got a Milwaukee Pen Light, 2 Knipex. I got the Cobra and the Pliers wrench. Also picked up that Fluke non-contact voltage tester, some new test leads, the HVAC screwdriver, and the TP3B. Again, please let me know in the comments below what are the significant tools that you think I should need just for your run-of-the-mill 5-minute quick jobs. Not a job where I'm going to really probably even have to diagnose a lot of things a lot of times. Just mostly hand tools. I'm not even going to take a drill with me, so I don't need bits. I don't need all those kinds of things, but I do need, you know, that one screwdriver that's going to work for me, or a couple screwdrivers to get the job done. Hope all is well with each and every one of you. I hope this was useful. Make sure and comment below what was the favorite thing that I've showed you today that I picked up, or if you've got these tools, what you think about them. Hope all is well. Stay safe. Have a blessed day. See you on the next video.